So yes, this is gonna be a Mark 12. This is just something I wanted to highlight that I think is like very beautiful and interesting. And before jumping into that, I actually wanna ask to somebody in the audience to help me read the text on the thingy. So can I get a volunteer to read it?
I can read it. Yeah,
Yes,
sure.
sure. Please go ahead.
So you just want me to start from the top and all the way to the bottom, or do you want me to do each verse?
Yeah, the whole thing, please. Can you do it?
Of course. Mark 13. Later, the leader sent some Pharisees and supporters to Herod to trap Jesus, saying into something for which he could be arrested. Teacher, they said, we know how honest you are. You are impartial and don't play favorites. You teach the way of God truthfully. Now tell us, is it the right way to pay taxes to Caesars or not? Should we pay them or shouldn't we? Jesus saw through their hypocrisies and said, why are you trying to trap me? Show me a Roman coin, and I'll tell you. When they handed it to him, he asked, whose picture and title are stamped on it? Caesar's, they replied. Well then, Jesus said, give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, and give to God what belongs to God. His reply completely amazed them.
Okay, thank you
Pretty
so
cool.
much, Fab. Okay, so well, this is not the whole Mark 12. This is only Mark 12, 13 to 17. But still, I wanted to highlight like this collection of verses, and I gotta say one thing. Like I think this is a really funny moment because the phrase or the saying, "Give to Caesar's what is Caesar's." It's actually being coined in here, and they are actually talking about coins, and Jesus is like holding a coin in his hand, and that is like super funny to me. But still, this is indeed the origin of this particular saying, and there is like a really clever thing going on here. And so, when Jesus is asked about the coins or the denarius, I would call them because it is like the proper Latin word to refer to this particular coin. So when they are, talking about the denarius, Jesus says, "Give Caesar what is Caesar's, and God what is God." And this sounds way cool, right? But I mean, what does it even mean? So Jesus is telling the Pharisees to check the face stamped on the coin, and that is indeed Caesar's face. His face being stamped on the coin, I think it means in one way or the other that the coin is eventually going to the Caesar's hand. If you know how taxes work, that is true to some degree. and, and this is like very clever because what Jesus didn't say was that in a way, since as humans are made in God's image, we humans in a similar way will eventually go to God. And like having this in mind, just picture for a minute, like what would it be to meet God after what? After our mortal shells, just expiring, right? Just imagine having a chat, or also maybe a scarier thought, having to explain your actions in life and maybe judged by by the biggest guy in the universe, basically. And just try to imagine that. Like, I can't even imagine how bad it would go for so many people. I know it's insane. So, I mean, this thought can be scary, right? Okay, no doubt. But he is forgiving, and I hope he is understanding too. So I don't think it needs to be a scary thought. And I think the real message behind this whole deal is just a call for us to behave like civilized people, good people, the kind of people God would be happy to have put on earth. I think this is like the whole intention behind this, and I think this is like a super beautiful thought. And there is also like another thing I feel the need to mention, because I know there are very similar mechanisms, let's call it that way, in other beliefs, in other cultures, and in other religions. And I honestly think there is probably a reason behind that. I don't know, just calling your people to be kind and nice to each other, to be forgiving and understanding and not be cruel, seems like a great thing to do, right? And I know many people struggle to find common grounds with people with different beliefs. And, even inside of Christianity, there are so many denominations, so many disagreements, it's crazy. But what I'm trying to get, what I try, excuse me, what I'm trying to get to here is that I really think this is a very nice and beautiful thing. Unfortunately, it is both present in many beliefs, and I think it sounds completely reasonable to any atheist. So I don't care what's your religion, where you're from, if you believe or not at all. Let us all agree on being good, nice, kind people. I like this one. I think this is a good one. I think this is a good thing to be sharing. So I think it is time to pray and wrap everything up. Okay. Okay. So I want to thank you, Lord, as I always do, for this absolutely crazy opportunity, and for the possibility of this community of people just being an actual thing. I want to thank you for giving us the chance to meet and reunite in these spaces, and for making everything possible. And I also want to ask you again to not only to heal Octane and to protect Octane, but to keep him company. I think that's a way to put it. You know what I said earlier, so I mean, you know where I'm trying to get to. But yeah, thank you for everything you're doing for us, and also please be nice with the people who need who need some nice treatment.